No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. We're here today with one of my buddies, man. You feel me?
Defund.
Chad, or Defund Simping, I should say.
Yes,
yo, like you and Poor Man Podcast like has kind of like similar names to where like I'm not finna just like talk to y'all and just call y'all right?
Yeah.
Like Defund Simping
is a brand.
Yeah, right. So okay. So Defund Simping. So first off, like where'd that name come from? Is like that's your goal to defund simping?
Yeah, so it started off, so during the Black Lives Matter movement, there was that defund the police. And Black Twitter never takes anything seriously, right? So I saw defund my child support. So it was a whole movement. Everyone was saying defund something. So I was like, how can I join this trend right now? So I said defund simping. And it got like 30 likes and like 20 retweets. I did pretty good. And then I started my TikTok, my boy in the back, Etsy, he kept pushing me to go on TikTok, but I was against it because it's like, dude, there's kids shaking their hips, and I can't be doing all that
gyrating
shit.
On some fruity shit.
Gyrating, bro. Pause, right?
Zesty.
So I was like, nah, I can't join it. So when I joined TikTok, I was thinking of a name. I was like, wait a minute, defund simping, because when people hear the name, they already know what I'm all about just from my brand name.
Yeah.
So that was the goal with that name, 100%.
Defund simping.
Yep.
All right. So then what's the mission of like defund simping?
Yeah, the mission of defund simping is to help men with their confidence and give them the proper strategies in the dating world. Because to be honest, girls are running circles around these guys. So I'm giving them the education to go about dating the right way, so they don't get finessed and buy OnlyFans and be an idiot.
Wait, okay, but then my question is this, right?
Yeah.
Is folks will say don't buy an OnlyFans, right? Now there's a bunch of, let's say, like these like dating coaches on like YouTube, right?
Yeah, correct.
And they'll say, listen, don't buy their OnlyFans because you don't want to be a simp, but then come and buy my course, pay $800 to me. I'm like, isn't it like just like both parties just kind of like fighting over like these vulnerable men, right? Because again, like there's no difference between OnlyFans chick extracting $20 a month times that by 12, that's like $200 a year, right? From a lonely, desperate simp. And then there's the like the 6'7" bodybuilder who is having these courses on how to self-improve and how to get chicks. So pay my $1,500 to know how to get chicks, and don't pay that $200 to the OnlyFans chick.
I get what you're saying. Both parties are out for their own selfish needs, right? But I think with me, with a content creator, not myself, someone else, right? You pay that money and you actually may learn something versus giving a girl money who just posting bikini photos. Like some girls legit post the same photos on Instagram they do on their OnlyFans. So at least with when you buy a course from somebody, you're at least getting some value versus OnlyFans. I don't think you get value from a girl shoving a cucumber up her anus. There's not much value there. So yeah, both people are both extracting currency, but you may get more value from the other. But you are right. That raises a good point.
Yo, hey, right. So then how does somebody, I guess, like first off, like what's a simp?
So a simp is a guy it's all about uneven exchange of value, right? So for example, if I'll say I'm messing with a chick and she comes to my house, she's cleaning the dishes, she'll help me with my business, and I buy her a bag. It was an exchange of value. She gave me value, I gave value back, right? But let's say I never met a girl in my entire life. I just walked up to her at Delilah, Drake was there, and I'm like, hey, baby girl, can I buy you a Birkin?
Yeah.
Right? So dudes think, okay, let me buy my way in. That's simping because she never gave you any value, right? So it's an exchange of value. So as long as you're getting value from the woman, do whatever you need to do to make her happy because she's actually giving you value.
How about for men who says, man, bro, listen, man, like, I got some cash. I just love tricking on a woman. You feel me?
Absolutely.
Right? I just love tricking. So, like, I guess, like, where's the line for, I just love tricking, mate, right?
Yeah.
Right? Like, it just makes me feel good to give this girl who don't deserve it, this OnlyFans dimwit, you feel me? Like, $1,000 a month.
I think every guy has different types of game, right?
Yeah.
So, for example, I won't say any names, but some people, who are popular on YouTube, their game is, okay, I'm going to have the best car. I'm going to take girls on the best experiences, and hopefully doing that for other women will come to me, right? Where I never really believe in that. I believe having a slick mouthpiece and being confident, because I think that's, in my opinion, the best way, to attract women is to, be yourself and attract women like with your life, kind of with who you are as a person, opposed to what you can do for them. I think a lot of times men think when they get money, they'll get women, but they get the wrong types of women because they're just, whatever you validate yourself with, that's what people are going to want from you. So if I validate myself with Rolexes and nice trips to this and nice trips to there, girls are going to want that from me naturally. Then they get mad and call girls gold diggers. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So,
here, right? So, Chad, so I feel like every like guy, right?
Yeah.
Or every red pill guy, it has the, my coming to red pill moment. So what was your rapper
Yeah.
moment? Like, did a girl just break your heart?
Yeah, so I'll say this, right? So for the longest time, I was fighting it. I always knew there was a game being played, but I didn't want to play it, right? So I was like in high school, like I watched Disney movies, right? So okay, if I'll basically my thought was I'll have her in the end,
Yes.
right? But here's the thing with the end, right? The end is when she's ran through,
Five
like she's ran through the football team, trains, right? I don't want her when she's done having her fun.
Yeah.
I want her, I tell guys, you want to be like Adam Silver, where you're up on stage with the #1 jersey, #1 draft pick. Like, I want to be like Cam Newton, right?
Yeah.
On the stage, #1 draft pick. That's what I want to be. I don't want to be the 12th round pick, the 13th round pick. So my thought process when I was young was if I do this, and this, and this, I thought girls like a math equation. If I did this and this, it should equal this. But when I kept not getting the result I wanted, I'm like, okay, I should maybe stop blaming women for my inadequacies and maybe blame myself. So I then this one girl, basically break it down real quick. We talked online through FaceTime and stuff like that for 5 months.
Damn.
This girl even told me about her promiscuous days.
Damn.
But I thought I'd be different.
Okay.
I thought I'm the different one. She's gonna change for me.
Yeah, it's never different.
All right, it's never different, right? So I pulled up on her on Melrose Boulevard for the first time meeting her in person. She went to school in a city. I want to give because then people will kind of put two and two together. But she went to
Crenshaw.
school. Yeah, she went to school in a certain city, right? So she pulled up on me first date, hickey on her neck.
Woo!
Here's the thing, right? She's not my girlfriend. Was I messing with other girls? Yeah, but don't show up with proof of you just got done getting your back obliterated the night before.
Cheek clapping.
Yeah, I don't want
crazy.
that, right? So the whole date, I was like, I was half I like this girl, half like, anyway, I'll keep it PG. So I was upset, right?
Yeah.
So then I called her out. I said, hey, yo, like, I appreciate the date, but I don't appreciate the hickey. I thought you should have more respect for me.
Absolutely.
She was like, what hickey? I'm like, don't play dumb. FaceTime me right now. Like, show me your neck. Scene. Never talk to me ever again.
Damn.
And I was like, you know what? This is where I need to change. So I get in the car one day, and my friend's like, hey, bro, you ever heard of AMS? I'm like, hey, who's AMS?
Alpha Male Strategy.
And then he's like, man, fuck these bitches to sleep. I'm like, I relate to this guy. So I started like binge watching on the way to school, on the way to work, on the way home from a friend's house, on the way to go see a chick. I'm playing alpha male strategies. And
He's the GOAT.
And things started to finally make sense. And then I was able to relate it and then teach my friends about it, right? And then I started making TikToks about it, YouTube, and here we are today,
Now, when you talk about being like a ran through chick, right?
Yeah.
Now, like some folks will say, yo, like why is sex the most important thing? Meaning, if she's a female who's bringing, she's nurturing, she's feminine, she's like submissive. Why do her 1,500 bodies matter?
Yeah, so what matters is it shows about her morality, right? I think a girl that has high morality wouldn't be sleeping with a bunch of men. And usually women who sleep with a bunch of men, it usually stems from something. No girl, as a young kid goes, I can't wait to get ran through by the YSL gang. I can't wait to get ran through by the OVO crew.
The street niggas.
It usually stems from a trauma sometimes, So and also it's like, I don't know, man. It's not the same thing because they go, well, why can you do it?
Yeah.
It's like, well, the reason why I can do it is because like usually if a guy can get with a bunch of girls, he usually has some status. He had to earn, money he had to earn. So it's a bit different. But I don't tend to wanna. Mind you. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
Girl with 1,000 bodies, DM me. We can have fun. We can kick it. But
You're not wifing.
But you're not. But as far as meeting my mother, here's the thing. It's like, how can I tell my daughter not to sleep around? Well, you married mommy, and she's on OnlyFans right now.
Oh,
know.
yeah.
So it's like I have to, practice what I preach. So I can't be telling guys to, stay away from girls who are very promiscuous, and then I'm with one.
Yeah.
So I think it goes with that too. I would prefer low mileage if I can get it, and I'm gonna get it.
Listen, low mileage in 2022 is almost impossible.
It's tough, bro. It's tough. I'm not gonna lie.
It's tough.
But I'll say this: a lot of times girls from flyover states, right? I met a girl who lived in the suburbs of Michigan, right? Who didn't really understand the hookup culture, right? Whereas in LA, Miami, New York, these more competitive dating markets, you're gonna find girls with a lot higher, more people, more clout, more status. They're gonna end up having more fun, right?
Of course.
Versus a girl who lives in a small town in Michigan or a small town in Wyoming. The chance of them being run through here because there's more consequences, right? Because when they do it, the town talks.
Absolutely.
Right? Versus LA, dude, it's too big.
Come on.
People aren't going to talk. So I think, finding girls in those flyover states is probably a gem.
Now, if you let's say meet a girl and she's a reborn Christian. You
Okay,
feel me?
yeah.
Like she done did the Yanni steam and on the vagina to rejuvenate it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
She's now back in church. Her morals is up. She's feminine. She's nurturing. She done, like taking classes on the, like how to be a wifey.
Yeah.
So she's now coming to you as high character,
True.
high morals, feminine, nurturing, divine. And would you be able to overlook the 2,500 bodies?
Okay, so I think, the woman you choose to be with is representation of you.
Yeah.
Right? So I think men, we almost get disgusted when we're out with a chick and guys are smirking like, bro, we used to freaking flip that chick. We used to run trains on her, bro. We used to freaking paint her face Picasso,
Bukakis.
So, yeah, all types of stuff, right? So even though she's coming to you kind of brand new, that pain is still there. And, like, for example, I know one chick where she had a past and she'd have to really control what she says. Like, for example, one time she's out with her ex and her boyfriend, and Floyd Mayweather calls her, right? So it's like, now mind you, that was 15 years ago, and I'm a new woman. But also she has to watch what she says. Like, for example, her man will show her a picture. Oh, like this is, like, for example, Magic Johnson. She can't say, oh, we used to hang out. She has to like she's basically like living this life where it's like she can't. She's always in secret of her past because she knows her past will point, get a pain point on her man. So I think for me, I still would like a woman that has a good. Because here's the thing, girls will say you can't judge me on my past, but you're judging that same dude on his future, right?
Absolutely.
Because, like, for example, let's say he doesn't make six figures or he's not like where he wants to be. So at his mama's house, whatever happened to loving a nigga with a bus pass? So I'm saying, so it's
growing and building with somebody, right?
It's growing and building, right? So
they ain't building shit nowadays.
Exactly, right? So it's like, you can shame the man for not being rich, but why can't he shame you for having a bad past? But a lot of times girls have a hard time like seeing it like this. Like we want different things in other people, right? So for me, I'm very big on my woman's past, but she's definitely pretty big on my future. And that's fair. I'm like that's how the world works. I'm not going to shame any woman for looking at a man's future because that's what she's supposed to do as a woman.
Yeah. Yo, speaking of Floyd, there was this story I think came out a couple years ago.
Okay.
So Floyd had a best friend.
Okay.
And his best friend was dating this chick.
His chick or a chick?
No, like just like a regular chick.
Random,
right?
okay.
Yeah, right? So he was dating this chick, and he found out that she had an affair with
Floyd?
Trey Songz.
Okay.
Right. So then he took her back, but then the mental anguish just played on him, and then he ended up killing her and himself. So now my question is this, right? Like, we rarely hear about a female, I guess, killing a dude because she just couldn't get over him cheating. Why do you feel like men, I guess, just take that more harshly?
So I think to simplify the question, I think, why do men take cheating so seriously?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's because men, for a woman to usually cheat, not all, for all police out there, all police, relax, for not all, they usually have to have some type of a connection with you emotionally, right? So a man can be out at work, a girl comes in delivering Chick-fil-A, whatever, DoorDash girl, gives him the wink, they have sex, he can go home and love his wife. Not all men, but for men, it can be sex is a little bit easier to have without connection, whereas the women tend to have emotional connection, which kind of makes a man go crazy, like the fact that they had an emotional connection first, usually. Hard for me to speak on going to the nth degree because for me, I'm in extreme abundance. Like a girl can be out with me, go talk to a guy, and I'll go, have a good night. I've done it before. Like I've left a girl at the club for being too flirtatious.
Really?
Oh, 100%. I'll tell the whole story.
Real nigga, man.
Yeah. So it's like, so if my girl gets her guts rearranged by Trey Songz, there is no going back from that. I don't care if you buy me a Bugatti, it don't matter. Like you gotta go. So it's hard for me to speak on why men go to the nth degree, which, fatality, but I know it hurts, but it shouldn't hurt that much because that point you got some mental illness and you got to go see a psychiatrist when you're gonna kill a chick over that.
Nah, yo, like that's a fact, man, bro. Like even like a past of cheating, man. Just like for example, like they would try to paint. So there was a couple of school shooters. No, not school shooters, just like mass shooters.
Yeah,
and they blame it on their
mental health,
their like lack of getting women, right?
Ooh, you know what we actually, I've talked about that a lot actually, where so I have a Discord, right? And there's some people in my Discord right now who they show signs of, dude, one more heartbreak, and they may go buy that. They may go to Arizona.
Oh, the quarter police on
Yeah,
them
bro,
folks, bro.
dead ass, bro. Like my boys in the back, like they can agree. They're in my Discord. They see guys.
Really?
They see guys who are like they're on like, dude, one more heartbreak, and they're buying the AR-15. So it's like this, right? I think no women and lack of a tribe for men can cause men to do insane things. I'm sorry. Give any school shooter a night with Kazumi. You know Kazumi. Give her a call, bro. Say, hey, like, listen. Give a night with Kazumi, no more school shooting, bro. Kazumi should start her own business. If you're on the verge of thinking about to school, do something to school, give her a call.
She'll be down for that though.
Give her a call. She'll do a podcast with you. Just get some views. Content. Dude, listen, she'd save lives.
Yo, listen, Kazumi is like a superhero, man.
Yeah,
like,
she is. Yeah.
Yo, listen, she just fucked the blind guy who can't see, who's obese.
Blind.
Wow. Obese fan. I'm talking about dudes like. He like walks with a cane. He's blind, and she just fucked him.
Wow. Hey, I'm glad.
Give him, you feel me? Like, right?
Yeah, nice,
bro.
Good, nice.
This blind guy first piece of ass was Kazumi. That's a great way to like start off life, right? Come on now.
Listen, man, it's his first time. Screw it, bro. It is what it is. I love it. I love how she's willing to give due to and never get some poontang.
Yeah.
A slice, just a little slice. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I am mad at her. She's giving him an experience they probably would never get if it wasn't for her.
Yo, how many hoes have you and that guy fucked together?
So
ran through together?
So here's the thing. Me and my boy Jay hit 5 in the back. Shouts out Full Hearts. Is his clothing brand. We've
oh shit, that's him?
Yeah, it's him.
Bro, come on now. I need some merch, man. Come on, son.
No, he's got you. He's got you.
All
right,
come on.
Did you make 3X?
Nah. Look, you see this guy? Yo, it's that light skin energy, man. It's that light skin energy, man. It's that light skin nigga shit, bro. I'm 2X though. I'm 2X.
Got you. So it's like, so what Jared's done, he's gotten so much women, he's starting to pass the rock more.
Yeah.
So he'll get a woman, right? And you know what? Do you have a friend from my friend?
Yeah.
He's always passing the rock. He's
really?
Because he has a lot of points.
He's Mr. Bitches.
Yeah, he's Mr. Bitches for sure. So he has a lot of points, right? He's focused on assists, right? So he's trying to focus on assists right now. So he's passing me one. Like there's one I've been seeing consistently for the past 4 months. He passed the rock. So I'm trying to also pass the rock as well. We're both trying to pass the rock and get some dates together. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta, it ain't no fun if the homies can't get none.
Here, right? So question for you, right?
Yes,
Because I see like you and the homie right now. Y'all both look like Mr. Bitches, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Do you have like one of the homies who's like in the squad who gets no hoes?
So, okay, for my 3 close friends. So these are my 2 close friends.
Yeah.
I have one more. They all get girls, like damn near effortlessly, right?
Okay.
Effortlessly, like for example, I'm just gonna say it. There's someone in the back here right now, right? Where at one point he was heavier than he was now, with braces and like a beat up old Honda Civic.
Definitely him.
He would get more girls than me.
Really?
Way more. Like it was like a weekly thing, right? He was just that guy, like the charisma, the confidence, more than me.
Yo, listen, and what makes me jealous though?
What?
Of this guy, right?
Wait, red hat?
No, him right here, right?
Yeah.
Cause I discovered this new porn like category, right? Called Habesha porn.
Get into it.
Habesha. It's like the Middle Eastern Ethiopian Eritreans, like kind of like the Arab shit.
Oh man, they need God.
And like he's probably an Arab or like a Habibi. No. He's not. Habesha is the women, so he's a Habibi.
Hey, he's a Habibi.
So he probably fucks all the Habesha chicks, bro. Bro, that shit is different, man. No, hair, bro. So wait the rest. Okay, so then like, why do you like discriminate against ugly men in your crew, man? Why don't you have ugly friends who gets no bitches? You
know what, man? I only hang out with fly, confident ass dudes, bro. And like your vibe attracts your tribe, right? Yeah. So if you're the type of guy that's super confident, super cool, you get girls. You relate to guys who are attractive, who are fly, who get girls. Yeah. So all my close friends are just killing the game, all of them. Man, it's the pussy slayers, man. Here, bro. So listen, let's talk about the rap pill, man. Yeah. So first off, who's the Godfather? Because I've seen this meme that like Rollo posted. Yeah.
and he had kind of like the Jesus shit out. And then underneath him, he had like AMS, Fresh and Fit, Kevin. Like he had everybody.
Yeah.
You know, damn near claim, I guess, his title as the Godfather or as the, you know, as the forceman of the rap community.
Sure.
So to you, who's the Godfather? Like, who's the guy who, I guess, started all of this?
Right. So there's a subjective and objective, right? What I think and then what actually is. For me, it's AMS. Now that's just my personal opinion because he subscribed me the red pill. He was in like the white pharmacist, you know, suit. He was at the pharmacy and handed it to me in a bag and said, take 4 a day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, take 4 of these a day. Yeah. You should be good, and you'll be unsick or whatever the case may be. Yeah. But objectively, I think it is Rolo because I think he's been in the space the longest, kicking them. Like he had a forum first. Like it was on the internet when the internet wasn't too popular, you know. So he had forums talking about this stuff, and so a lot of people, without knowing, use his words and his I'm not sure the word sentence, whatever his may be, to describe what's going on in their life or to their audience. So I think he's been kicking it the longest. So I think I'll give him that title, but in my reality, it's AMS.
So like you're saying the niggas are stealing from the white man?
In a way, I think AMS had a thing where it's like he took some things from Rolo, but he created his own verbiage, right? And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to copy and paste. I'm trying to take my own verbiage and my own way of life and giving it to, I'm trying to positively influence people because I don't want to be a dick rider. I want to definitely have my own style. Like you come to my page because you want to hear a different style. There's like, for example, the RP has different flavors. You want a white guy giving it to you. You want a black guy giving it to you. You want an Asian, like there's Asian guys now in the space.
Really?
Yeah, there's an Asian guy. So it's like there's different flavors. There's different flavors, man.
Wait though, is it kind of like a 6'5" jacked Asian guy or like 5'3" and in a suit?
So this guy, so I've only seen him on TikTok, and he's sitting down in like a gaming chair.
Yeah.
So he could be anywhere from 5'8" to 5'10" maybe, but he does have muscles though. So he does have muscles.
Okay, yeah, that's different, right? Yeah. Right, because like
it's not like a skinny, you're stereotypical. He's not stereotypical. He has tattoos. He has muscles. He's trying to look smacks and look more like a Chad if he can.
Get in the rap community, right?
Yeah.
Now, so right now, what's the purpose of the rap pill, right? Because again. Like when I think about the red pill, I think about self-improvement, self-development.
Yeah.
Now the recent spaces in, I'll be real, it's getting kind of scary. Like it's now drifting off to a point where it is fuck bitches, fuck these hoes, right? It's getting to that point. So right now, like from your perspective, the red pill community, and I'll say on, let's say YouTube, TikTok.
Yeah.
What's the culture of it? What's the mission statement for the red pill community?
So and you mentioned good points, right? Because I think different creators highlight different things. Like shouts out my boy Austin Dunham, right? On his page, it's style mistakes, dating mistakes. So it's like he's not really saying F these girls, like really ever, right? Then you have guys like, I think rest in peace, I think his name is Coach Red Pill. He was more like the nihilistic, like they'll suck you dry, they'll take everything you have.
He died?
I think he passed away. I think Coach Red Pill died, right? So, but
how old was he?
I think he was in his 50s.
God damn.
Right?
Damn.
So I'm not sure how he died, but he died. Anyway, the point is there's different flavors, right? And you can get deeper than black pill, right?
Yeah.
So for me, how I see
purple pill.
Yeah, there's yeah, exactly, right? So it's like for me, RP to me is more so self-improvement. That's how I take it.
Yeah.
Now there's someone who can easily come on here, this channel right now and say, no, it's about this, it's about that. Okay, that's how you see it.
Yeah, of course.
And that's fair. I understand where you're coming from. There are content creators right now, as we speak, making a YouTube video saying, these girls are this and they're that and they'll do this to you. I don't like to talk about those type of things. I'm trying to do things that are positive. Like on my YouTube channel, I have videos saying how to make more friends, how to build bulletproof confidence. So it's like, I will touch on girls, but I'm not trying to speak on the obvious. We know divorce courts and divorce rates. We know that's bad. I'm trying to basically build the man up, not gossip about how bad the woman can be. Yeah. Build the men up, and hopefully when they build the men up, they can see it on their own. So I don't need to sit here and complain about girls all day. That's annoying.
Yeah. Now, like, do you feel like the red pill community, they have been vilifying women unfairly? Like, case in point, right?
Yes, I have.
Right, because again, like the whole like hypergamy thing, right?
Yeah,
bro, here, right. For example, right, they'll say, yo, like women are like gold diggers, But like aren't women again according to them just naturally hypergamous, right? So
Correct.
yeah, right. So like what's the difference between a chick who is just it's saying, hey, bro, listen, I'm not building with nobody. I'm not trying to like build. Listen, I just want a rich nigga. But then they will say, yo, she is
Gold digger.
a fucking demon. But then praise, let's say, Michelle Obama, who say, listen,
Build from the front.
right? I dated Barack Obama because, yo, listen, and he was smart. He was in Harvard, and even though our first date was in like a beat up car, I still knew where he was going. Isn't that also a form of gold digging?
Well, I think women will bet on you.
Yeah.
I think right now, especially here in LA, a lot of people move here with they're trying to become the next something.
Yeah.
Rapper, artist, whatever the case may be, fashion designer, right? So women will see, hey, listen, this guy's not where he wants to be, but he is on his way. I think women will bet on men more times than none, right?
Yeah.
On Fresh and Fit, they'll often ask girls, what is your goal like for your man to make money-wise?
Yeah.
And a lot of times they'll say this, money doesn't matter, but I hope he has the ambition to make some.
Yeah.
Right. And I think they're being genuinely honest about that.
Hell no, they capping.
No, so you think they're capping? Okay, so it's
Look,
like,
yeah.
okay. I think a girl's thing. Girls are in a way kind of scared to be labeled as gold diggers, right?
Yeah.
So I think they are. So I think what they do is like I think if a girl, especially when she's young, 21, 22, met a guy who's just starting a business and she sees him working 12, 14 hours a day. She sees him growing. Like I think she would bet on him. Now, question.
Or her mom's probably.
True.
Like, decent bitches, no.
True, but here's I do think that I was gonna say was I'll lose my train of thought. My point was if a girl had a choice,
Yes.
between he's there and on his way, I think majority of them would choose he's there.
Yeah.
However, if they're attracted to him physically, they say the vibe is there. They love to say, and he's on his way. I doubt they'll leave him off. Just because he's not there yet. So yeah, you're right. I think if they had a choice, they're choosing the guy who's already built for sure. But I think there's a good amount of girls who will bet on you as long as you're showing signs of improvement. Like there is a time clock, right? So for example, girls will say, "Oh, I was with a guy who was broke. Where is he now? I broke up with him." Exactly, right? So there's a time clock on how long they're willing to put up with you not meeting the financial requirements. So they give you maybe a year or two, but it won't be long.
Here, so now I feel like women, just currently. Now they'll probably like give you time if you're super hot, but that's right. But like that's not really like a time clock or any faith that like you would do something like they just want to fuck you until they find a guy who can finance for their lifestyle right now. But like I feel like where the issue comes in is once we start to attach connotations to it, right? Meaning, we can state the reality of things, which is like majority of women ain't trying to build because again, majority of women don't even see like a quote unquote again like a guy, right? I can come to you and give you an entire business plan, the fucking future, and you will see the vision in it. Most women not seeing no fucking vision, right?
I feel you.
But we like kind of like we go wrong, right? When we start to attach connotations like, them already wanting a guy who's common, who's rich, that's wrong. But we don't tell men, listen, like, men wouldn't take a chance on a girl who's, let's say, like she's ugly, but you see, listen, she could probably be
cosmetic surgery,
a dom, right? After a BBL, right? Like, so why is it? I guess like it okay for us to say, listen, like we want a female who's already pretty, who's already feminine, nurturing, but she can't want a man who's already on.
I think that's where so there's logical double standards and there's double standards.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a logical double standard. I think with men, if we demand girls to be attractive when we meet them and feminine when we meet them, it's fair for them to say, hey, I want you to be, built up. Now, only thing that sucks about it is I think society accepts men saying, you have to be hot when I meet you.
Yeah,
I think that's accepted. No one ever debates that.
Mm-hmm.
But there's always a ton of pushback on women wanting a dude already built financially. Now, I know the game, so I'm not mad at them. I think that's like their biological, like for their offspring, wanting a guy who can take care of them and the family. But I think they get shamed for it. So it's unfortunate, but I don't see it changing the culture where men stop harping on gold diggers. I just say, like, here's the thing. It's like, imagine if I was a teacher and I gave you answers to the test.
Yeah.
You know what women want. You see exactly on the test what to study for. Show up on the test and get a fucking A.
Absolutely.
Right? Like if you know what they want, go get an A. But don't look at the test and go, no, the study guy, and go, this is bullshit, and toss it and get an F on the test.
Yeah, of course.
Learn it. So it's like, I know women want, so I'm becoming Thanos right now. Got the looks, I'm a fly ass nigga. I got the height, I got the build. Now once I get the money, all the infinity stones. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Watch out, Flakko. I'm coming for your bitches once the money hits. Watch out. Watch out.
Yo, listen, man. I'll be real, right? Like now, I got no bitches.
Okay.
But one. You feel me? Right?
Faithful man's got
you
one.
Feel me? Right?
Well.
Wait, here, right. So, like, question for you, right? So,
yeah.
I think I seen like Patrice O'Neal say this.
Okay. Oh, rest in peace.
That men are just better than women. Like, men are more valuable. Now, what's your take on that? Like, who's more valuable, men or women?
Well, okay. So it's hard to say who's more valuable because we're both needed for society, right? So it goes down to the debate of what's more important, the sperm or the egg. You need sperm to fertilize the egg, but without the egg, you can't. So it's like, it's hard to say who's better. But I think men help society run because I don't think girls are going to be excited to jump in a sewer and fix that, or jump into a quarry and, mine for things, right? But women, they help us reproduce. So without them, we're not going to go past another, you're not going to be able to, populate the country and populate the world. So I'm not going to sit here and say we're better than them because they're better than us at breastfeeding. They're better than us at nurturing kids, right?
Yeah. Here, how about this?
Yeah.
Beyond the reproduction argument, right?
Yeah,
right,
true. Okay,
right?
fair. Okay.
Right, like, because like men have, sperm, right? Here, okay, so I'm gonna like just list out like what men do,
Sure.
do, right?
Absolutely.
And then you tell me like what women do, right? So again, we're trying to be fair, right? We are trying to have the most non-incel conversation ever, right?
Misogyny.
Hit
that button back there.
No, right? So Chad's gonna have the women back, right?
Sure.
Now, men, we provide, we protect.
Okay.
Like we like make more, right?
Yep.
We do labor, right? Like we, like probably have the majority of the inventions.
True, that's correct.
Right? And we lead we lead countries and societies. We make laws. Now, what do women do that can help equate to that?
Yeah, so I think women have an important role where they are going to. So, for example, women are more detail oriented. That's why a lot of times successful men or people have female assistants most of the time, right? They're better with details, and also women bring organization. For example, like if you take a guy's house right now, what does he have? One seat, a TV on the floor, maybe like 3 forks, and not one knife, and like a cup, right? And we're bare essentials, right? A girl comes in. How about a couch? How about a rug? How about, so it's like it gives the life a bit more organization. So to things you just said, it's hard for me to label things at the same equal amount, but I think they help. I think women help civilize men. If it wasn't for women, I probably wouldn't buy this $400 bottle of cologne. I probably wouldn't buy these $280
Woo,
Nikes,
talking
right?
shit, man.
So it's like, women kind of make men hustle. Like, think about it, dude. If there's no women around, I don't think men would work very hard. Because men, honestly, the back of a man's mind when he's working his ass off, damn, they gonna see me when I get this Wraith. They gonna see me when I get this Rolls Royce.
Okay.
So it's like women in a way motivate men to go hard. Because think about it, in like a city or back in the day, right before Instagram. So there's 5 hot girls in the entire city.
Yes.
Men are all competing.
Yes.
For those same 5 girls.
Fargo, North Dakota.
Yeah, right. So, exactly, right. They're all competing for those guys. So take out women. They're like, oh, well, I can just live in this one bedroom and have a small bed. Because for what? Like, why do we need to go hard and have this empire for? Of course, men have ego and want to be the greatest. It's in our DNA to be to be the conquerors, the leaders. Yeah. But women definitely motivate men to the nth degree.
Yes. Yeah, right. So pretty much, essentially, men, we hunt the meat. We cut it up and butcher it. We, right? And we heat it up. You feel me?
Yeah.
It like comes out simmered.
Facts.
Well oiled, great. And she put the salt on it, pizzazz, and she gets 50-50 credit.
Yeah, true, man.
And our life is, you feel me, man? Wait, here, right? So, but speaking of men and women, right?
Yeah.
Now, what's your thoughts on marriage? Should a man get married?
Well, I think a man should get married. I think it's best to leave the state out of it or the government out of it. I think it's best that you do it on your own terms and create your own contract. Because what a prenup is, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's instead of you doing what the state wants or the government wants, you do what you want. Now, of course, there's lawyers out there who are legit the best in the business at breaking prenups. Like that's their whole job. Yeah. But I think it's best to go in with the proper leverage. And I think it's important to have important conversations early on. Like they say, don't talk about politics and religion on the first date. Why? Why not? So why not find out who she is first date?
Absolutely.
You know, I always probe girls on the first date. What's your thoughts on girl trips? Oh, I love Miami. I love going to Vegas. See ya. The door hits on the way out, right? So it's like I make sure I'm dealing with a girl that has my similar values. So I think if you're gonna get married, it's important to have basically talk about things like how often right? How often they talk about all these things because men go into it thinking that I'm the anomaly. Mine won't be a sexless marriage. She won't lose respect for me, and then ends up happening to him, right? So I think if you're gonna get married, you gotta do it, man. Like so much vetting has to go into it. Really get to know her family. But I think for majority of men, here's the thing: most men want to get married out of necessity. Like a guy like myself, if I'm going where I'm thinking I'm gonna go, I may have a rotation for a while because I'm in leverage, right? But for some guys who are 5'8", maybe like 190 pounds on the chubby spectrum, don't have much clout, like they may have to get married to lock down sex for the rest of their life. You know, whereas a guy like me, you know, I'm tall, I'm handsome, I make money, I have clout, I have status. So it's like I'm able to get away with not having to get married so soon. But some guys will have to get married just based off of necessity, you know, because they won't be able to reproduce. Like I think 30% of men have never procreated, something like that. So it's like most men might have to do it just out of necessity.
No, and now it's actually getting worse, right?
Yes,
so
it's getting worse, bro.
So I think this is a stat where it says there's a 70% increase of men under 30 never having sex, right? Like it's the highest that it's ever been.
I believe it.
Right?
Yeah.
No, but speaking of marriage, I think Hafeez made his wife sign a contract again.
No, he didn't. No.
I may be wrong.
Did not. He did not make her sign it. This was on the Saucecast with Adam Sosnick, and he said, I did not make my wife sign a prenup.
No. For sex.
Oh.
Right?
Okay. Here's another thing. When I watched it, he talked about it as in, okay, so the question was asked about marriage. He said if men do it, there should be contracts in state saying, if this doesn't happen, I can do this. If this doesn't happen, I can do this. I'm not sure if there was a sex contract signed with Hafeez.
Yeah.
I'll put words in his mouth.
Yeah.
But he talked about if you're going to get married, these are some things that you should be open to. Man, it's crazy. I thought that podcast with Adam Sosnick would kind of slip underneath the rug. Everyone's on it, bro. Every time I'm on the YouTube homepage, someone's ripping into Hafeez.
Yo, you see, right? So so before Hafeez, right?
Yeah.
And here's my take on marriage. Now,
yeah, what's your take on it?
I feel like the red pill has gotten to a point where they're saying, don't get married because women are out to get you.
Sure.
Opposed to, again, the marriage system don't see gender. It sees rich, it sees poor.
Gotcha.
So I feel like we should direct our full efforts into telling women, telling men, bro, don't date poor bitches, right? Because again, bro,
it comes down to that. Actually, it actually comes down to that. Yeah, you're right.
Because bro, if you get divorced and she does equally as well as you, or she does better than you.
You can make some money actually.
You aren't getting fucked, right?
True.
So we tell men, date women who are feminine, nurturing, blah blah. Men shouldn't care about her degrees, blah blah. And then we openly acknowledge, that women are practicing hypergamy, meaning they are dating up or getting married to increase their social status, right?
Yeah.
Or hierarchy. So if women are actively seeking out the rich men to fuck over in divorces, then why don't we teach men to just not date poor bitches?
That's such a good point because actually I was listening to a podcast where a man married to a woman and they made almost similar income. So when they divorced, he wasn't paying alimony or as a high alimony. Yeah. Because happened is I'm pretty sure the alimony, again, I'm not a divorce court person, but I heard if she's making only $20,000 a year, and you make a couple $100,000,
It's over for you.
you're gonna have to make up the basically you're paying for her lifestyle as it was. Her lifestyle can't go back to 20K. Has to you have to maintain it where you had her at. So your point, if she makes some money, right? If you guys get divorced, it won't be such an ugly fee.
Yeah,
So that's a point people don't talk about, and it should be talked about a lot more. Because if you date a girl who's pretty down bad financially, you guys get divorced, you're right. You kind of are screwed. I think that's a point I should even talk about on my TikTok is, a lot of times, I'm not speaking down on them, but like, some podcasts will say, hey, it doesn't matter about her money. I'll say, hey, man, I get what you're saying. Basically, what they're saying is money doesn't make women attractive, but when it comes to maybe marriage, long term, you should care about that because her money, if you guys get divorced, then the divorce is a lot smoother. If she was broke, you're going to have to cough up a little bit more.
Yeah, bro, listen, because if men start practicing hypergamy.
True, men start practicing. Men for hypergamy, get a fucking t-shirt.
I'm telling you, listen, because if we start dating females who are above our like pay grade, then that will force the average woman to start dating men who are probably below their pay grade. Hence, that whole system might start flipping. You feel me?
The only problem though with girls who make money is they tend to be masculine. I know some girls where they make money and all they do is repost like all these rich pages. Like, girl, go repost some freaking astrology. Like, dude, and also it's like when you're with them, they try to put their dick on the table too. Like, so they're trying to be like just like me. Like, girl, I don't know, be a girl. So I think a lot of times when girls make money, they tend to be a bit more masculine, which makes them harder to date. Like, and also sometimes what happens is when girls make money, they may date down. Nicki Minaj dated down, Kris Jenner dated down. Like, they can't find someone on a higher level. Yeah. So they date down, and a lot of times when girls date down, they tend to be the shot caller.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which sometimes men have a problem with. Dating a woman that's calling the shots. I think as men, we want to be, the shot caller with the women we're with. So it's a smart idea, but that girl can be rich and feminine. Well, then hell yeah, let's push that movement. They're the rich, feminine chicks.
Nah, man. Yo, hey, so you feel like, I heard this argument a bunch.
Yeah.
That women are more masculine nowadays because men are getting more feminine.
I can agree with that.
Right? So then who's to blame then? Like the feminine men or the masculine women?
So I'll say this, right? When I got canceled back 2 years ago, it was bad. Like when I say canceled, bro, like they came for everything I had.
Damn.
Yeah, so I got canceled, right?
Called jobs and shit?
Yeah, they did, yeah. So I'm self-employed, but they were able to find the business I work for. No, that I own, and write like 200 Google reviews on it. We'll get in that later. But basically, here's what happens. Guys will see me get canceled for speaking my mind. And they'll go, oh my God, I can't end up like Chad from Defund Simping because look what they're doing to his life. They're coming for everything, mom, dad. So I'm not going to be this traditionally masculine man because obviously that's being ripped away. So let me be what they want. If they want me passive, sweet, feminine, paint my nails, wear dresses, I'll do that to make women like me. Here's the thing. The content I make, I openly know when women find out about it, not all, but some, they're going to be repulsed by it. I know that. I've made a TikTok about it every time. I will lose women because my TikTok all of the time, right? So, but I'm willing to put my dating life on the line to help men out. So back to your point, when guys see guys like me try to be traditionally masculine and they see it being shamed, they run away to the girl side, right? For example, a guy will make videos saying, for example, Pastor Poppy Don, you know who that is?
Yes.
So they'll see that content succeeding. Oh, maybe I need to be a trick. Maybe I need to send her a Zelle every morning and to make her like
bitches,
me.
Though.
Bro, here's the thing, man.
Right?
So here's the thing with him, right? Here's the thing with him, right?
Yeah.
I don't like saying that on him just because I want to be a black man tearing down another black man.
Yeah.
Because I know that's a thing, bro.
Yeah, he hoes.
I know. He has, right?
Yeah.
But I never made TikToks about it or stitched them because even though in a way it's kind of pandering, and pandering is to people to understand, it's saying things you don't even believe.
Yeah.
That's pandering. Because a lot of people get the word pandering wrong.
Yeah,
but it's like, I don't want to tear him down because there's another black man. So it's like,
is he black?
He you know what? He could be Dominican or whatever. But he looks black to me. So I'm not going to tear him down and talk about his criminal history on him. But I'm saying is the reason why men are becoming weak is because women are. It's like this. They say it one thing, but they respond to another. Right? They may say, I don't like people like Defund Simping. When they sit down, have a conversation, look into these pretty brown eyes, see these curls in 4K. Now they're a fan. So they said out loud, they don't like them.
Hey, yo, bruh. Why does light skinned nigga think he cute?
Bro, I'm handsome as hell, bro. I'm a fly nigga, bro.
Why do you think you cute?
Because, bro, when
See the jawbone, the beard, the curl. Like,
Yeah.
Why do you think you cute, Chad?
Because when I walk into a spot, bro, girls just like,
host
who
is
is
on
he?
you.
The host is on me, right? I'm getting the choosing signals from across the bar. Girls
That's
are like,
fair, that's fair, that's
you know,
fair.
I walk into the spot and girls are like, damn, who is he? And I can't blame them for looking at this beautiful caramel specimen.
Oh, listen. Well, no, nigga, you light skin.
Hold on.
You light skin, not caramel. You is light skin.
Hold on. So
you is waffle color.
So here's the thing, bro.
Beige.
Here's the thing. Right, I used to identify myself as light skin.
Yeah.
And my YouTube channel used to be called Local Light Skin.
Okay.
But here's the issue with that. I realized Steph Curry is light skin. Blake Griffin is light skin. Klay Thompson is light skin. Those are so a technical light skin to me is your mom is usually white and your dad's like dark skin.
Okay.
Right. For me, I'm like, bro, if I'm in the sun long enough, I could go Akon.
Hell no.
Okay, so maybe not Akon, but I can go.
But that's tan.
I can say this a brown skin. People say I look like Usher.
Yeah.
Usher's like a brown skin, brown skin brother. You know, I get Usher and get Russell Wilson.
Usher?
I get Usher and Russell Wilson a lot.
Nigga, Usher is dark.
No, I get Usher and Russell Wilson a lot.
Russell Wilson?
I get that every day. Every day.
Listen, nah,
every
Chad,
day.
you're not that cringe, bro. Russell is cringe, my nigga.
So as far as an aesthetic wise, say I look like Russell.
Yes, I can see that, right? He's like Hawaiian and shit, though.
You know, as far as the looks wise, I get that every day on my TikTok. Like, they go, thanks, Russell Wilson. No, thanks.
Yeah, right.
All the time.
Wait, though. You and Russ kind of have like similar backgrounds, right? Like
I'm from the suburbs. Yeah.
Yeah,
similar.
right.
Only thing is my mom's not white. I think his mom is white. I think.
Yeah, like white Hawaiian.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit,
Yeah.
Right. Wait, though. So like, do you date like the hood bitches?
Here's the thing with the hood girls, bro.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of sad too. Now that I think about it, it's like girls have told me physically, you're attractive, but your aesthetic, I'm not attracted to. How you talk, how you walk. I'm like, all right, bitch, you want me to have a Glock in the car and a criminal history for you to like me, right? So it's kind of delusional where it's like these girls, and sometimes girls who are not even from the hood want me to be like a hood dude. I'm like, sorry, not me.
Yeah.
So I tend to date girls. I date all types of girls, but like I've had girls in the past who are a bit on the hooder side want me a bit more oomph and like more tattoos saying thug life and want me to, maybe have a couple cases on me. Crazy.
A couple Glocks too. Yo, hey, rapper, like, speak on though. Like, why did you get canceled?
Okay, so good topic. So I was on a run where I went from 0 to 50K in like 3 months.
Okay.
And I legit sometimes do hashtag feminism on my TikToks because I wanted some smoke. It was all love.
You was asking for it.
I was asking for smoke. Like every time I post a video, the same facts, bro. Facts, speaking truth.
Yeah.
Bro is fluent in facts. Like I got no pushback at all.
Himothy.
I'm
You're
like,
him.
I'm like, yeah, exactly.
All the dick riding.
Himothy Duncan.
Yeah,
Duncan. Like I'm
yeah.
getting all the him, right? No smoke. I'm like, dude, like where? I know this is a liberal platform. Where are they? I made a video stating because this is during the pandemic where girls were not getting attention in the clubs anymore. So they jumped onto online dating to get that validation back, right? So I said, guys, if she's not linking with you and she's saying, oh, wait till the vaccine rolls out. Oh, wait till this all blows over. You unmatch her, move on. Some girl saw that video, stitched it, and accused me of grape culture.
What's grape culture?
RAPE.
Oh, okay.
So, grape culture, right? I'm like, that makes no sense. But my boy in the back said, Chad, double down. Go
go hard.
Go even harder than the last one. Don't apologize. Don't tuck your tail. Like, you go even further, right?
He's the bad
influence
on you.
But here's the thing, though. He's right, though. Like you don't apologize. You don't fully don't rat. You know what I'm saying? So I made a video saying, listen, all you girls who are commenting on my page right now, you don't like that I'm exposing the truth. Because here's the thing. When men have game, it messes up your system. The guy you're texting every day, but you won't link up with, he's gonna realize that. The guy you've been on 8 dinner dates with, and every single time you have your period, every single time, he's gonna catch up on that. So when men are naive, women have the upper hand. So now that men are watching this page, you don't like how men are waking up to the game, because this is all a game, in my opinion. So that video, I woke up the next day, I had the screenshot, 1,000 comments, 20,000 followers gained. I'm like, dude, it's like 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
And the liberal Avengers all got together and just beamed on my account.
Yeah.
Where
mass reporting, all type of shit?
Mass reporting, here's the thing. My mom calls me. Hey, Chad, what's going on? I'm like, I know what's going on, but like, why would she say that to me? Someone just came to my job and started talking about your TikTok. I'm like, Like,
Oh, damn,
right,
they went far.
Right, and then I started getting, my phone starts vibrating. Google review, Google review, People were messing with my business. I had to change my domain name because I'm a videographer.
Yeah.
Then they started attacking people who were tagging my Instagram page.
God damn.
Right. Then others, and now it's from TikTok, now Instagram. Now their Instagram pages reposting my video, and I'm getting, I had to make my comments follow only. You can't comment. So they're leaving nasty comments. Those for about 2 weeks straight. So in that moment, I thought, is this all worth it? Yeah. But then I was like, you know what? Like, there's a greater purpose to this. And when there's a breakdown, there's gonna be a breakthrough. And I broke through it. And now I'm sitting here talking to you, man. If I quit back in 2020, I wouldn't be here. So
yeah, man,
it's a blessing.
Yo, here, bro. So like, last two questions, right?
Yeah,
so
of course.
So the first question is, do you feel like there's too many alpha males with podcasts going on, man? Because the alpha male podcast culture is getting kind of redundant and toxic.
So I'll say this, right? Women always told men to speak your feelings.
Yes.
Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah.
You're holding it all in. Then they go, okay, buy this mic, turn the camera on, and they start talking.
Yeah.
Now it's an issue.
But every podcast has that guy. Like, I know that guy.
I get it, right? I get it, right? But here's the thing. There's The View, Wendy Williams. Okay. There's so many female talk shows where they talk, and I don't mind it. Talk. I don't mind their talking points. But here's the thing. I think now, men are basically watching these podcasts going, damn, I feel you. I feel like, I don't know who this guy is talking, but I relate to him so much. You know what? I'm going to start my own where I can vent about how I feel, right? So now that men have the microphone, girls don't fucking, they don't like it, honestly. Like when Fresh and Fit got canceled, women were like, that was the topic of the week, alpha male podcast. And it's funny. I think alpha male podcast contraries, people don't like it, say alpha more than anybody else. I don't hear Myron and Fresh saying we're alphas. I don't hear anybody else saying we are alphas. They're just speaking on the current dating stage. So I think a lot of times this is our way of venting. Legit, this is our way of venting, talking on a camera. Now here's the thing: they don't like what we're saying. I get it, fine. But we don't like what you say about astrology. Oh, I'm so mean because I'm an Aquarius and Alpha and I'm a Capri Sun and like we don't care about that. Yeah. But we don't shame them. We don't care.
Not facts.
It's like if you don't like what we're saying, don't watch it.
Absolutely.
Just turn it off, right? And here's the thing: a lot of times it's funny. Girls will shame guys that watch it. I guarantee the girls, they're dating guys that have Fresh and Fit on a loop. When they get in the car, oh, hey, babe, how was your day? Like, because they know to keep quiet about it.
Of course.
They know watching Fresh and Fit, something you do at night by yourself and, in a corner of a room with headphones on. But when they're stopped watching it, oh, I'm a good guy. I'm liberal, So, yeah, I think that's the case.
Here, a question, right? So, now, I want to talk about Hafeez war on the red pill.
Yeah.
So, first off, do you know who Just Pearly thing is?
I do. I've actually met her.
Really? Where? Here?
Met her out in Newport Beach. She did a podcast with my friend. We talked. She's really cool. Really insightful, too. Really smart.
Yo, hey, listen, Pearly, I'm going to be reaching out tonight. Feel me?
I can help you get in contact.
Oh, dope, man. Yeah. Here, right? So, okay. So then two things. What's your thoughts on, Hafeez war on the red pill? And then, your thoughts on
Pearly?
Him going on her podcast. Yeah. And that interaction.
Yeah, so first Hafeez.
Who took the W and who took the L?
Gotcha. So Hafeez, man, I'm not gonna lie, I watched his content for a while. Yeah. I like Hafeez. He tries to bring balance. Here's the issue though. He gets mad at other content creators for not being balanced. Here's the thing. If I'm a huge fan of the Raiders, I don't need to be balanced. I don't need to watch the Chargers. I don't care. I'm a fan of the Raiders. Yeah. I don't need to have balance and like everybody else. So, Gandhi said, be the change you want to see in the world. So if you want to have balance, you make balanced content. You go over there and make your balanced content. But don't shame him, and him for not bringing balance. That's what you should do. You should go create it. So that was the issue on the podcast. He was pointing fingers saying, be balanced, be balanced. But I'm like, no. I went through the divorce court, Coach Greg Adams. I've been through the divorce court. I've been through it. You haven't been through it. Who are you to tell me that I'm not balanced?
Yeah, of course.
In my world, I'm balanced, right? So as far as the only issue I do have was I don't like how, in my opinion, he came up off the red pill. That's how he got his rise to fame. Yeah. Got to the top, flipped around, flipped the bird to the RP community. I'm different.
Now he's going off on y'all.
So it's like, nah, man. You kind of came up off of the content from the RP, right? So here's the thing. Here's what you should say. You know what? I came off the RP content. I get where you guys are coming from, but maybe one day when you get married, you'll change your mind. To me, that's a great answer. Hey, I'm not mad at y'all. I used to be y'all. However, I'm married now and I'm in a good place, and hopefully one day you can join me.
Yeah.
That's a fair, honest answer. Moving on to just Pearly things, I think he went on. Here's the thing. I don't like how he came at her. Like, man, that's a woman.
She's so nice.
Right. She's a woman.
Yeah.
Like, so have some more, I think you should talk to her with a bit more respect. And a lot of times, Hafeez would say a lot. Pearly things would say a sentence, and you go on another tangent, right? And I didn't like that. I think when you debate with somebody, I think it's your goal to be clear and concise. Say 4 to 5 sentences and shut up, right? When you go on too long of a tangent, it makes the person responding to you too hard. You said this point and this point and this point and this point. So I think it's important for you clear and concise. In that moment, I think Pearly things took the W only because she stayed cool and calm. Yeah. Hafeez had the vein popping out the side of the neck. He was throwing his arms around. I think that's a woman's job. Let her get emotional, where you stay more calm and stoic. So I'll say that as far as that whole thing.
Yeah, man. Like, again, honestly, like, I don't know too much about like Hafeez.
Yeah.
But but
he's aren't you Nigerian?
No, a Liberian.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, never mind.
Right?
Continue.
No, but I'll definitely dive deeper into his content. I mean, but I'll reach out to Just Pearly thing, Hafeez, Coach Greg Adams. I'm reaching out. I think like MS is supposed to be coming soon.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna watch that show. That's gonna be lit.
Man, man, folks, listen, man. No Jumper, Coolest Podcast. Follow Chad on
YouTube, Instagram, all same thing. Defund Simping. No caps, no spaces.
Defund Simping, man. Folks, peace out.
Peace.